What's up, you guys? I missed you. Hope you guys are doing well. Today, I wanted to do something a little bit more personal for you guys to get a chance to get to know me a little bit better. So I decided to do a Q&A. So yeah, let's jump right into it. As a child, I just remember being surrounded around family all the time. In the summertime, I remember me and my brother, we would go to Texas for the summer and spend time with family. So regardless if I was here or there, I remember just always being surrounded around love. The best thing was I was in a very family-oriented environment growing up. Roller coasters. I'm the type of friend that goes to the amusement park with you and will hold your cell phone, have all the snacks and the waters ready for you. Like, I'm that mom, that's not a mom, but the mom of the group that'll hold the bags and like make sure y'all good, but you're not getting your girl on a ride. I have absolutely struggled with my size. A lot of people don't think I do because I'm little. And a lot of people think that skinny people do not feel insecure or they struggle with their weight, but we do too, just as much as a fat chick. I'll tell you, when I was younger, I've always been a very petite size, growing up. So when I was little, I used to get bullied hardcore, but it's so crazy because when I finally got to a point in my life where I loved myself, I loved the skin that I was in, and I got a man that loved my body when he met me, even at my very petite size. I was bigger than how I was when I met him, but he just loved me. He thought, oh my gosh, you're so little, you're fun size. And that was new to me, because all men talk about nowadays is getting somebody that's thick, But, even my man, he kind of helped me learn to accept my body and love my body the way that it was. Then it was boom. Then your girl start getting that happy weight anyway. On the inside, to be honest, I really don't handle rejection well. But I've learned that rejection is God's protection. So I am honestly getting better with that during this time period in my life, knowing that if it's meant for me, it's meant for me and it's gonna be for me. But if it's not, that's okay. So, I might be a little bit upset with it in the moment, but I pretty much get over it, kind of quickly now. Being rude, people being loud, just ratchetness is a pet peeve of mine. So I have 6 piercings. That sounds like a lot, but they're all on my ears. So I got 3 on this side, 3 on this side. I never really wear all of them at the same time, which is sad. And then I have 1 tattoo. I don't know if you can read it, but it says faith. I kind of went through a very difficult season in my life, and I wanted this tattoo because it reminded me that faith, as long as I got faith, have faith, you'll get through any and everything. Okay, so let's go over the friend first. Qualities I look for in a friend: somebody who is loyal, somebody funny, somebody who's a hype friend, somebody who knows their identity and is not trying to compete with me. I love me a friend who she got her own, I got my own, and together we just, we rooting for each other. It is nothing that is just more fun than having a girl's day with somebody who is just so fun to be around, somebody who keeps it real with you, somebody that'll tell you how it is and will also make you laugh at the same time. Just a down ass chick. Qualities I look for in a man, to keep it short, somebody who is a man of God, someone who is very ambitious, someone who is respectful, someone who's kind, someone who is funny, someone too that I can, have a good time with, someone who's fun, someone who's laid back, and also a man who knows what he wants. knows what he wants in life and actually goes for it and does that and live by that. And that just got his shit together. Sorry. Someone who's on his ish. Like, that's attractive to me. Number 1, I learned that having female roommates is not for me. Another thing that I learned about myself was I was a homebody. Like, I thought that when I got to college, I was just gonna be like, hey, turn up every day. And even though I didn't go to a turn up school, like, I still had friends from other schools or whatever that I could go to have fun or party, do whatever I wanted to do. But I learned that when I had the opportunity to finally do that and just do whatever I wanted, like, I didn't really care for doing it anymore. It was like, don't get me wrong, I did go out, I did, do a little partying, turning up here and there, but I'm a very chill person. Like, I like to relax and have my time. Every once in a while, I like to turn up, get cute, go out, yada yada. But whereas when I was young, I thought I would have wanted to do that every day and all the time. When I got to school, I was like, nah, that ain't me, fam. Another thing that I realized, this isn't a good thing necessarily, but I realized that I had anxiety. I really suffered from anxiety. So when I was in high school and things like that, tests would always make me nervous. But when I got in college, it was really a whole different story. It was a different situation. I would get test anxiety really bad. And that's something I really didn't, necessarily know about myself. Like, I just thought, oh, they're just nerves. Like, no, I would literally get anxiety, and I actually had to seek help for that. I'm glad that I did. Anxiety is a real thing. You can learn to control it, but it's an actual thing. Another important thing that I learned was how important it is to pray and put God first. I went to a Christian private school, so we were required to attend chapel, Mondays and Wednesdays, so twice out of the week. But then we also had to have Bible classes we used to have to take to study the Old Testament, to study the New Testament, Christian worldview, different things. And y'all, these classes were harder than my actual gen ed classes. Of course, my first year, I really didn't really appreciate that. I was like, this is some crap, this is a waste of my time. I'm in chapel when I could have been getting an extra hour of sleep or, things like that. But looking back, I'm actually really grateful. I had to go to chapel or I had to study the Word of God the way that I did, because it's helped me so much in my everyday life. It's really helped strengthen my relationship with God, and it kind of helped me put that into my everyday routine. I learned that how valuable it is to keep God in my life at all times, keep him in the forefront of everything that I do. And I really didn't understand the value of that and how important that is until I got into college. Number 1, enjoy it. Like I said, don't take it for granted, because once you're out and you're in the real world, you are in the real world, honey. It's no going back. You can always go back to school, but I think those first 4 years that you're in college after you graduate high school, it's nothing like it. Second, have control and know your own schedule. Even though you might have an advisor and things like that, you cannot be dependent on them people, because not to throw no shade on one of my advisors that I had, but if I would not have stayed on top of knowing the credits that I needed to graduate and the classes that I needed to take, I would not have graduated on time, especially when I end up changing my major, because I end up noticing that he put me in classes that I didn't need, and that was a waste of time, and that I needed so many classes toward the end. It was when it was creeping up on my senior year, they was oh, you're behind because you needed this, needed that, and your advisor didn't sign you up for that. And luckily, I had enough time to just like take so many credit hours and double up on a lot of stuff. But if I wouldn't have noticed that, or that wouldn't have caught my attention, I would have been screwed. So don't depend on your advisors for nothing. Know what you need, and know what you got to do to be able to get that degree. Don't depend on nobody. You are grown. Hold yourself accountable and take care of your business. And third, I would just say, even though you're having fun and all that kind of stuff, still be serious and, take your major seriously. So if there's an internship that you can take, then take that internship, because it's a struggle when you don't have no type of preparation. When you get out of school and you're trying to get a job and you haven't prepared yourself for nothing to be able to get to that job, it's a struggle. So I would just say, try to put yourself in the best situation, and prepare yourself as much as possible for that career that you want to enter. Get somebody that's equally yoked with you, shares the same values as you, wants the same things out of life as you do. And also date somebody who courts you. Like, ladies, allow the men to court you. I think that it's so important that you do that. Honestly, I've never had a man court me until I met my man now, D. He was the first man to ever court me. And what I mean by that is like actually date me, like in an old school way. And respect me, treat me like a queen, just do like old school stuff that a lot of guys don't do anymore. And allowing him to be the guy and allowing him to pursue me, to get me. And I think we kind of lost a little bit of sight of that, because even before I met him, like sometimes like if I saw a guy and I wanted him to be mine, I'd be like, I would let that be known. But I think, like the scripture is saying, he who finds, not she who finds. So I think that if I had to give any advice, it would definitely be, know that you should be equally yoked with somebody, and know that a man should court you. My family really motivates me, and my unborn children. Like y'all would swear I have kids sometimes, but the decisions that I make and how I live my life and how seriously I take my life and my money, you would think I got kids, like a whole family I'm supporting and providing for. You would just think, but my family and my unborn children really motivate me. Like every day, every day I realize that the decisions that I make will somehow have an effect on my future family. So that's why I really try to make the best decisions that I can make, because I want to be able to give my kids the best life ever. And not by just giving them whatever they want, but giving them what they need. And I just want my kids to know that they can do anything and everything they put their mind to, but I feel like I have to set an example for that first. I want them to see that mommy did it, daddy did it, I can do it. So that motivates me, because I want to be one of those parents that's like, yes, you can follow your dreams, you can accomplish your dreams, you can do anything, but I want to be a living example of that. And that motivates me every day to work towards and fight for my dreams to be able to happen, so I can be an example of that. And even my own family to this day, like my parents have made so many sacrifices to provide me and my brother with the best life possible, and to make sure we've always had everything we wanted and we needed. And honestly, I really want to pay all that back to my parents and be able to spoil them one day just as much as they have spoiled me. So seeing their hard work and their dedication motivates me. And yeah. Well, that's all, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this Q&A session with me. I'll see you next time.